So our poor eunuchs are out here suffering like overworked delivery boys, dragging giant boxes that probably weigh more than their hopes and dreams. They're whining, sweating, and their boss yells, "Shut up! Even I'm dying!" Someone please give that man a spa coupon. Meanwhile, inside, Shu Yanmiao's just vibing with his hot pot thinking, finally, peace and fish balls. And, of course, knock, knock, knock. He groans. Who is it this time? Can't I just eat in peace for once? His bro from the Ministry of War is like, sounds like a lot of people out there. Maybe your enemies? And Shu Yanmiao goes, enemies? Me? I'm careful. I don't even double dip in hot pot. Then the door opens. It's the Emperor's eunuchs, dripping mud, smiling like postal workers from hell. Shu Lang, decree from His Majesty. Shu's like, oh, okay, etiquette mode on. And before he even finishes bowing, the eunuchs dump the heavy boxes inside, like, your problem now. Then one goes, all serious, this decree was written by the Emperor himself. Shu panics, blurts, thank you, Your Majesty, and thank you, noble eunuch. The eunuch smiles like a proud grandma, your gratitude will be conveyed. And off they go. As soon as they're gone, the Ministry of War guy stretches like, finally, and Shu's in full celebration mode. Woohoo, I'm rich, 300,000 coins. Sorry for calling you stingy, old man emperor. He's jumping around, ready to rent a fancy new house, and then knock, knock, knock. Again. Both men freeze. Shu's chopsticks clatter dramatically. Are you kidding me? Can I not have one meal? He opens the door and bam, a servant from the Doe family invites him to a feast. Feast, huh? Spoiler. It's not dinner. Cut to the Doe residence. Total chaos. The Prime Minister's betrothal gifts vanished into thin air. Guards everywhere, triple locks, even a poetry lock, because apparently thieves in this world have to be poetic. What's missing? A bunch of shiny stuff. Gold crowns, jade pins, fancy earrings, basically everything small and expensive. The families are panicking because this isn't just theft, it's public embarrassment with extra sparkle. Someone goes, call the city guards. Another says, too late, the ceremony's in half an hour. Then both men have the same divine brainwave. Shu Yanmiao. Meanwhile, poor Shu arrives thinking he's about to feast. Nope, they hand him a missing jewelry case. What the heck? You call this a banquet? I'm starving and now I'm doing overtime? So he grumbles, leans on a pillar, and secretly uses his system like he's opening a crime-solving app. Everyone watches him like, shh, genius at work. Then suddenly, wait, what the? His eyes go wide. This is how they stole it? Everyone's staring. Shu, absolutely stunned, blurts in his mind. They hid the gold in their ass. The officials. Pardon? Immediate chaos. One guy literally touches his own butt out of reflex. Another's like, but wouldn't that be dirty? Shu's still going. No, this is insane. They shoved 2 jade combs, 2 bracelets, and 4 pearls? Is that even a butt? That's a black hole. The crowd collectively winces in phantom pain. One brilliant idiot suggests, yes, must be a woman. Women can, carry things. Sir, please, biology says no. Then Shu drops the ultimate bomb. Oh, wait, no. It was the Prime Minister's youngest everyone, Prime Minister Do. It's my unfilial son. Meanwhile, his in-law, half horrified and half curious, goes, so, your son's, capacity is real? I'd rather not know. At this point, everyone's just trying not to laugh or die. Shu, meanwhile, can't stop cackling internally. He even gifted the pearls to a courtesan, 7 pearls, each the size of a fist. Turns out that same courtesan regifted those pearls to the Prince of Jibei, who turned them into a belt. And that dude's been showing it off proudly all week. One poor official mutters, I almost touched that belt. Everyone, bro. Shu's wheezing. The ministers are crying. The Prime Minister wants to dig a hole and live in it. And that's how Shu Yanmiao accidentally uncovered the most butt-centric scandal in imperial history. Shu Yanmiao almost died laughing because Do Shifei, that genius trouble magnet, had secretly stolen pearls from 7 different jewelry sets just to make one perfect necklace. Like bro went mix and match luxury edition. No wonder his dad, Prime Minister Du, looked ready to beat him into another dynasty. And he actually did later. When the stolen pearls caused chaos, the old Prime Minister came up with a brilliant fix, basically pretending it was all part of a grand moral movement to reject extravagance. So the wedding gifts suddenly became modest, aka still worth a fortune, but shh. Everyone clapped. Such virtue, so humble. Meanwhile, Do Shife got beaten till he couldn't get out of bed for 2 weeks. But hey, priorities. Even the emperor heard about it and got emotional, talking about how weddings were ruining poor families back in the day. He was like, "Ah yes, I too was broke once." Then he made a law to stop fancy weddings, all because of this accidental scandal. Just when everyone thought the drama was over, the emperor was eating garlic noodles, courtesy of his smart concubine, when his eunuch told him that Do Shife had been beaten again. The emperor's reaction? "That's it? I thought it was something juicy." And right then, boom, 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 someone hit the drum of appeals, the ancient complaint hotline. The emperor jumped up like, finally real entertainment. Cut to the gate. A woman named She Luoshui, bleeding everywhere but still standing, screams that the Marquis of Kuaiji and his family ruined her life. Everyone gasped. Even Shu Yanmiao was like, wait, shouldn't she be dead already? Turns out she was kidnapped, assaulted, had a miscarriage yesterday, then rode 40 miles on a horse to complain in person. Queen of Stamina. The Marquis instantly confessed to everything like he'd been waiting for this moment. Everyone was like, huh? The emperor punished them lightly, but Shu Yanmiao's system suddenly popped up more gossip. Apparently, this family was hiding a baby switching scandal. Yep, the Marquis' son wasn't even his real son. The whole court collectively turned into live reaction YouTubers. What? No way. Who's the real one then? Turns out the Marchioness swapped the real baby for a random one from outside. Don't ask why, rich people logic. And the Marquis knew, because he couldn't have kids. So he was like, fine, that's close enough. Su Yanmiao was laughing so hard at all the fake stories. The prodigy child was actually memorizing pre-written essays. The magical fox story was staged, and the fox was literally dyed black with ink. Even the emperor came back midway just to watch the chaos unfold like it was a free theater show. In the end, the Marquis's fake perfect life unraveled right before everyone's eyes, while Shu Yanmiao cackled in the background like the audience's stand-in. This is better than any palace drama I've read. So She Luoshui walks into court, bleeding, exhausted, but still fierce. And suddenly everyone is staring at her like she's the main character in a drama, which, let's be honest, she is. The emperor calmly drops the bomb. Madame Du, was this whole swapping the dragon for the phoenix thing your idea or your husband's? Instant chaos. Madame Du glares at her husband, the Marquis, like, you what? The fake heir starts panicking, going, mother, father, it's all a misunderstanding. And the Marquis is there sweating bullets, yelling, slander? Lies? My son is my son! The whole court is just stiffed. Then Shu Yanmiao's inner voice kicks in like a royal gossip YouTuber open quote. This family is a whole snake pit. The Marquis guilt-tripped his wife into baby swapping because he couldn't have kids, then acted like an innocent victim. Master manipulator much? Close quote. Everyone in court is basically frozen, realizing this noble family is pure chaos. Even the officials are whispering, man, poor real daughter. Could have had a title. What a waste. The Marquis, though, refuses to give up. He keeps yelling for proof, acting innocent like a toddler with cookie crumbs on his face. So the Minister of Justice's big brain idea is, let's do a blood test. The Emperor's like, good idea. And Shu Yanmiao's mind instantly goes, open quote, lol no, those tests are fake. If you don't add vinegar, everyone's blood mixes. Total scam. Close quote, cue confusion. The whole court starts panicking like, wait, what? So my dad might not be my dad? My wife said our child was mine after I came home from war. What? It's suddenly Maury Show, Imperial Edition. The poor Minister of Justice just stands there like, I regret everything. He tries other scientific ideas, bone tests, pee tests, even face comparisons, and Shu Yanmiao keeps roasting him. Open quote, fake, also fake. Bro, stop embarrassing yourself, close quote. Finally, the Emperor steps in with pity. It's not your fault. Shu Yanmiao's tongue is just too sharp. Then the Gossip King, aka Shu Yanmiao's thoughts, goes off again. Apparently, the Jin Yue have evidence. A wash basin with a craftsman's mark proving the baby swap. There's even a fire record and missing infant from years ago. It's basically CSI Ancient China. The Marquis starts sweating like crazy and suddenly screams, open quote, okay, fine, my wife cheated on me, close quote. Everyone, man went from I'm in it to I'm a cuckold in 0.3 seconds. But hey, better to be the cheated husband than executed for treason, right? Madame Du? She's chilling like, yeah, sure, blame me, whatever. Just when things couldn't get wilder, the crown prince suddenly pops into court like he's watching a live drama. Open quote, this is getting good. Don't mind me, just spectating. Close quote. The ministers panic, but the prince just chats like a gossip buddy, analyzing the marquise's trauma and childhood beef with his twin brother. Xu Yanmiao's inner voice jumps in again, dishing family history like a true drama recap. Open quote. He's jealous because his twin was better at everything. Classic elder brother meltdown. Close quote. The court is losing it. Even the emperor face palms. And then Xu Yanmiao drops the ultimate mic. Open quote. Oh yeah, the real Wei family members all have 6 toes, even close quote. Everyone looks down at their feet like, wait, what? Turns out it's genetics, baby. Madame Du completely breaks down. The fake heir gets slapped so hard it leaves claw marks, proving he's not her real kid. Madame Du suddenly does a 180 degrees and hugs Xie Luoshui like, my real daughter, I knew it. Xie Luoshui, furious and heartbroken, snaps back. Open quote. You only treated me kindly after you saw my feet, and you let your fake son ruin my life. Close quote. Ouch. The emperor's had enough of this nonsense. He orders the marquise and family dragged out for execution. But Xu Yanmiao, ever the multitasker, suddenly switches from gossip mode to agriculture professor. Open quote. Poor girl. She's tough, though. She should go explore new lands. There's corn in America, double the yield of millet. Close quote. Everyone in court freezes. Wait, what's corn? Write that down. Write that down. Then he mentions potatoes and sweet potatoes too, and the crown prince immediately goes full expedition mode like, open quote, prepare ships, gather sailors, let's find these magic crops. Close quote. The emperor is so impressed and low-key touched by Xie Luoshui's bravery that he slaps the marquis one last time for good measure and turns to her dramatically. Open quote, Xie Luoshui, have you ever considered becoming a marquis? Close quote.